Yo, Stevo with So Your Wife Wants You To. One final review of the Intex pool after 7 years. I'll show you the good things and the bad things and what you can expect when you buy an Intex pool, at least in my experience. And I bought 3 of them. So, first of all, these pins have about a 6-year life. At about year 5, year 6, some of them started breaking. They became really brittle and like the things would break, but I still use them. But this is year 7, summer number 7, and taking this thing apart, they are yellowed and they're not coming back off. So I would, if I were to have kept this pool, I would have had to replace pretty much all these pins. So 6-year life on the pins, 7 if you're lucky. Let's look at the rest of the pool. The liner has about a 3-year life. Year 1, you're not going to have any leaks. You're going to love it. Year 2, you're going to say, man, this is year 2 and it's great. There might be a small leak toward the end, but you're going to like it. It should be fine. Year 3, you're going to say, there's a leak and I may or may not be able to find it. If you can't find it, you'll have to buy a new one. So think of the liner being replaced at the end of the 2nd year. You might get a 3rd year out of it. I don't really know, but I have not. Bought this thing in 2018. 2020, I changed the liner out. It was leaking, even though when I stored it in the garage, a mouse had found its way and chewed several holes in it. But it needed to be replaced anyway. So fast forward now, 21, I got a new one, or is when I set it up. Bought it in 2020. Set up in 21, 22, 23, 24. 24, it was trash. So again, 3 years. All right, let's see what else we have. The pump. The pump works great. It's continuing to work great after 7 years, like it's brand new. Awesome job on the pump. The filter. I change the filter, discard it once a year. I have a video earlier in my series where I show you how to take a hose and just hose off that filter. It's a paper filter and you can just hose it off and continue using it throughout the year. I do just toss them at the end of the year because they get kind of gross after a while. So good job on the filter. The hoses, let me show you the hoses. Hoses, 7 years, they're still flexible. So no complaints on the hoses. Unless your dog chews on one, that's a different story. I have done a little bit of modification to try to make things a little bit better, like I always do. And I bought some aftermarket hose at the, whatever it's called, the hardware store, just to make things shorter so water doesn't have to travel in circles and all that. But no complaints on the hoses. Everything works great on those. One thing about the hoses, if you let algae build up, you can see it inside the hose. Even after you've cleaned everything and it's good water again, you'll see kind of like a dinginess on the inside of the hose. Doesn't affect the water quality, but it can be kind of gross looking maybe. So just keep that in mind. Keep your pool up. The poles, no signs of rust. There's like a little tarnish on some of them, but no rust. They're great after 7 years, so no complaints on those either. That's all I can think of with the Intex pool. So what questions do you have? Let me know in the comments below. And I'm Stevo, and it's time for you to get back to work. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to buy any of this stuff. It helps me out affiliate-wise on Amazon if you want to get a pool or whatever. So help me out the channel, and other than that, we'll talk to you next time.